Welcome back to BNC World Headquarters. Well, it's a very important weather day. The official start of the 2020 Atlantic hurricane season begins today. NOAA and other organizations predict it's going to be an above average year for storms, and states along the Atlantic and Gulf Coast now have to think about preparing for the storms. The hurricane season lasts through the end of November. Joining us tonight is former FEMA Administrator Craig Fugate. Welcome to BNC Prime.
Thanks for having me.
Well, this is going to be a storm season unlike we've ever had before because, of course, we've been dealing with COVID-19 issues. How will that impact that on top of dealing with possible hurricanes?
It adds to the challenges, but I also want people to understand that COVID or no COVID, if you're in an area that's under evacuation orders, you still need to move to higher ground. Most of what we do to get ready for hurricane season won't change. Probably the biggest thing is adding those masks and hand sanitizers to your disaster kits, particularly if you have to evacuate.
Now, we've always been told to, buy things, stock up, be prepared. But of course, we know that around the country, some places still have shortages of things in terms of supplies that might be needed. How can people address those issues?
Well, don't wait till the last minute. Start now. Make sure you know what your plan is, know if you're going to be in the evacuation or if you're staying home. And start now. You don't have to go get everything at once. And a lot of the things that you need for a hurricane haven't been as affected by preparing for COVID. You're really shifting the mindset to getting ready for power outages and disruptions to communications. Shelf-stable products, not refrigerated products. Batteries, portable radio, emergency, flashlights and stuff like that. Probably the one thing we're still going to be competing with COVID is toilet paper. But for a lot of other things, it's really, I don't think there's as much competition. What I'm more concerned about is so many people are out of work is the cost of getting ready is I think going to be something we have to factor in.
Absolutely. Good advice. Thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Thanks for having me.